All right, and we're back, and we got red stance, man. Just look at this, just big old baseball swings. Good stuff, good stuff. Anyways, I figured I'd just, you know, finish up the game today. I just finished rendering the first 9 episodes, so I might as well. So, at this point in the game, I'll show you guys what red stance is all about. Just these big, slow, just, oh. Now, here's where that part of me that likes weapons in real life actually chimes in. Where's the momentum coming from on a lightsaber like that? That's kind of impossible. But we're not here to talk about that now, are we? We're here to talk about Star Wars. And, yeah. It's like 83 degrees in the house with the AC blowing 50-degree cool air out. And, it's nasty, man. It's pretty god-awful right now in Oregon. I cannot wait for winter again. I'd rather be cold than hot, personally, because, I don't know, with cold you just put more clothes on, you turn the heat on. When it's hot, you just gotta deal with it, you know what I mean? You can't really make something cold if it's not gonna be, like, already, I guess. I don't know, man. You can drink all the iced tea you want, but that doesn't mean it's gonna stop the room from being 100 damn degrees, you know what I mean? And it's not like my PC generates that much heat, it's just... I'm doing this upstairs in the house, so it's like... it's just, you know, hot air travels up, and it travels all the way into here. And I can't open the window, that would bring in too much noise, and I don't want to deal with that, so... It's not even gonna help anyways, so... Whew, anyways... This is the last couple chapters of the game. I'm just going to kind of power this session out if I'm being honest, because I'm absolutely just wanting to get this series done. And, I mean, this part's not as long as the other ones, honestly. So, it's not too bad. But it also isn't, like, you know, it's not unfair, I guess. Because you're already pretty damn strong at this point in the game. So, oh, howdy. Oh. Let's demonstrate what red stance is all about. Couple this with force speed, and damn, son. Oh, well, here we go. Just done. One hit. All it takes, man. That's why red stance is the bomb. So, if you don't believe me, oh, do yourself a favor, man. Hit that red stance when you're doing your lightsaber battling. It will make your day a lot better. I believe this is... yeah, here we go. Now, this, I think, is a secret. It's not actually required. There's 2 parts here, which is a bit stupid. I think... yeah, you can start hearing the wub-wub-wubs. Like I said in the early parts of the game, if these touch you, they actually just, you know, poison you, and you take small amounts of damage. I'm not really bothered about opening that up. I think that's actually just a combat drone. My god, man, I am just sweating. It's awful. I did just do the dishes, that might be why. You know, this is the same day as the last session I just did, too. If you guys don't know, what I do in the background when I usually take a break on my days off is I'm just doing, like, housework. Because I have to utilize all my time on my days off. I only... ah, shit, here we go. Now Kyle's Katarn is high as fuck. So, that's cool, I guess. He's just gonna make weird noises. I like how there's just one noise for that. Not like 2 or 3, just that one. That... oh, I guess it's just the one that you get hit with is the one he's gonna repeat over and over. That's kind of funny. But, yeah, dude, it's just, like, gross hot. I hate this. I don't want to turn the fan on because it's too abstracting, and I don't want to get, you know, someone to go, oh, the fan's too loud, so I'm not gonna turn it on. Personally, it does help. Slightly. I don't have a box fan. I have just like one of those desk fans next to my bed. That way I can actually, you know, not die. So we can go ahead and open those if we really want to. Me, personally, not so much. So let's go ahead and unlock this nonsense. I think there's some goodies in here I might... nah, it's not really worth it. There's nothing in here I need. Okay, I do want to see what's in these, because now that I've brought it up, I'm gonna think about it and be like, oh my god, what is actually in here? Probably a Bacta tank, if I had to guess, right? Okay, that was actually worth it. Good thing I'm thinking with the noodle. Alright, if the other one's a large shield booster, I'm just gonna say, well, I don't know, man. I can just feel that humidity. I have asthma, and this just sucks, man. This is why I did that early session at like 9 in the morning, because I could actually, you know, do it. But it's just the later it goes. But, you know, such is life. Such a struggle. I'm just struggling every day. Oh, I guess this one isn't open with that. Oh well, not gonna lose sleep over it. But as you saw me do very briefly there, we have a brand new gimmick. I mean, there was the mouse droid in the, you know, first couple chapters, but now we can use an R5, but not an R2, because that would be too cool. So I don't think it's limited. I'm not sure. I really wouldn't want to find out. So it really doesn't matter which one of these you choose to do. I've done both sides test on each playthrough if there's any real differences, but there really isn't. They're pretty much the same all around. I think there's a secret, but the secret's pretty much just a what's it called? Oh, what am I doing? Why am I going that way? My brain's just frying here slowly. Yeah, I think there's this you can unlock, which I don't use at all. And what we really need to do is just go over here. And I like how that one, you know, protocol droid just immediately knows. So, yep, that's pretty much it. And there's no real point, so we can just suicide here. And I love how they get like so excited about this. Yeah, you kill the droid, dude. That's not hard to do. But the other side, I think, has a secret. There's really no point. And where's that bastard? But yeah, trust me, man, there's no real point in getting the secret. It's actually, I think, a portable turret, like the little probe droid, like the ball thing that was in the training sequence of A New Hope. It's like that. You do see them every now and then in this game. And I believe in the start of Academy, you also get to train against those, because it's the iconic Star Wars. But I don't mind these levels. I think they're fine. Unfortunately to me, I feel like this is where the game should have been, you know? Like, the whole time playing it. Oh my god, it was so loud. Oh. Speaking of should have been going, this level set also has a boss fight in it as well, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand it. And I played this game twice recently too, so I genuinely have no idea if I'm doing it right or wrong. It's just the way it is, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of what I'm doing right now is how you can take care of him, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel correct if I'm trying to be honest here. Like, I feel every time I've gotten to him and killed him, it was just like complete luck. And there's two strategies you can use. My first strategy, I used a lightsaber. Or sorry, I used blasters. The second one, I used a lightsaber. And I genuinely should practice it more, but I really don't want to. It's a very odd and gimmicky fight that I'm not sure how it actually works. So when we get there, we'll get there. I'll do my best to not die, because that's what I do best at, I suppose. Oh no, it's the wub. Dubstep's making a comeback. It's like disco. Oh man, that makes me feel old. I remember when dubstep was everywhere. It probably still is in some circles of people, but I'm not one of those people anymore. I don't know, it just kind of exploded in popularity, then it just kind of died. Like, Skrillex was really popular, deadmau5 was really popular. I mean, deadmau5 is house techno, I'm not stupid. I actually really like deadmau5 as well. But, and then the home DJs started springing up, there was pony DJs up the ass, and then it just kind of stopped. I don't know. I don't really know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I absolutely love music in all forms, so I can't say it's bad. So let's go ahead and push all the buttons, because that's what Kyle Katarn does. He pushes all the buttons. That's why the Empire doesn't like him. Or, I'm sorry, the Remnant. They don't like him because he pushes their buttons. Duh. But, yeah, I don't know. Dubstep and stuff just kind of died. It's like disco. It was really popular, then it just went away. Hopefully that happens with modern rap eventually, and people stop listening to that shit, because it's just terrible. And that's not me coming from a place of arrogance either. I used to listen to a lot of rap. And I love 90s hip-hop and rap. It's actually pretty good. If I have a favorite, it's probably... Ooh, I'm gonna piss someone off. It's not Eminem, surprisingly. I really like Dr. Dre. I don't know, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, and I don't know, I like NWA a lot. It's not my demographic, obviously, because I'm not one of those people who grew up around rap. I grew up around country. So that's probably another reason why I really didn't like it that much. But, you know, it was weird because my dad told me not to listen to it, so the first thing I did was listen to it. And I was like, oh, this kicks fucking ass. Like, why would you not let me listen to this? And then I realized, oh, you know, like, he also told me never to listen to 2 Live Crew, so what do you think I did on the fucking internet when we first got, like, you know, things like, well, I don't even know if you can say this anymore, so, like, certain websites that rhyme with Violet Ray, you know, and, you know, certain websites that were based off of, limes and, some other word. Like, oh, and Grokster, I mean, oh, no one remembers that one. That one was, like, doubly illegal, I'm pretty sure. But, you know what I mean. Like, everybody listened to it, so the first thing I did was I downloaded a crap ton of NWA, ICP, Body Count, 50 Cent, fucking, just everything I could get my hands on. I love early rap. It's actually really fucking good. Like, I enjoy it because I'm a big old hipster, right? So, yeah, that was cool. Like, because all I grew up listening to was country, and I didn't like it. And my dad and my mom were big metal fans, so I grew up listening to a lot of older metal, like Van Halen and stuff. And so since my dad was like, oh, don't listen to rap, you'll become a gangsta, I was like, okay. And then I listened to it, so makes sense to me. My favorite was, like, my dad discovered I listened to Insane Clown Posse, and he basically said I was going to become a killer because of it. It was a simpler time in, you know, culture, I guess. But yeah, I was basically, and I had a friend that listened to Fat Joe, Eazy-E, and it was so funny because all of us listened to this without our parents either knowing. I know Fat Joe is kind of shitty. I never got super into Fat Joe. And then you had, like, oh, what's it called? There was another one I had a friend that listened to. I got really into Twisted as well, because if you like ICP, you probably like Twisted. I listened to Boondocks. I listened to pretty much all that shit, you know? Oh, of course, the power's not on. This puzzle up here is horse shit. I remember playing this the first time and going, this can't get much worse. And it does. But yeah, I had a friend that listened to Boondocks, who got me into them. Anything that was signed on to Psychopathic Records, I've probably listened to past 2008, and then before 2012. I love Ice-T because I love Body Count. They're a very early kind of style of music that, like, I don't know, Anthrax had hip-hop elements in it, Slipknot had hip-hop elements, Korn had hip-hop elements, Limp Bizkit had hip-hop elements. So a lot of metal and stuff kind of, you know, became that, I suppose. It's very easy to translate to if you like one or the other, usually. So, and I had a lot of friends that were into rap that got into metal because of rap. So, it's really crazy to me to think that I wasn't allowed to listen to it simply because of the area I grew up in. And, fuck this whole puzzle, it's awful. So, anyways, enough talking about rap. Let's see. So, you like this big-ass room? We're gonna... It's like some sort of code. Yeah, it's awful. I hate this. The first time I saw this, I thought you had to, like, remember Arabesh or whatever it's called and, like, do it that way. I am not gonna deal with this shit like this. This is not how this works, okay? I'm doing it layer by layer as God intended here. But yeah, man, there was a time when I just weren't allowed to listen to rap because apparently it would corrupt you and turn you into a horrible person. And I actually really like Snoop Dogg a lot. I love his style. It's just very... He has a very rhythmic and natural sounding smooth voice. Like, he doesn't sound shitty, I guess, you know what I mean? He just has a very relaxing and calming style of voice. It's very easy to listen to if you, like, you're skeptical of rap or you think it's about some yelling and shit. Like, Snoop is just... Oh, he's got a good voice. Oh, shit. I think... Well, obviously I listened to Eminem a shitload, too. Because I was told not to listen to it, so the first thing I did was listen to it. Yeah, I remember Eminem was actually banned in a school I went to in my elementary school years. Well, I went to one school, but you know what I mean. It was banned because they thought it was going to turn kids into violent criminals. That was like the exact words, because there's a song called Criminal, which is actually directly referenced in, what's it called? It's one of his later songs. He's like, how the fuck could I be a criminal? How the fuck could I raise a little girl? Or something like that. And that's pretty cool. So anyways, we got to correspond these to the code we've been given, and they're all on each layer. But yeah, I'm dead serious. Kids would get caught with Eminem CDs. They get fucking contraband. Teacher would take them away and say, "You're gonna become a gangbanger. You're gonna bang gangs," and then they'd throw you in jail, and then they'd kick you. No, that didn't happen. But I wish it did. That'd be a hell of a lot more interesting. It was definitely a different time period. You got to remember this too. But yeah, of course, all my cool friends that were totally my friends and totally weren't just being condescending assholes, they listened to rap, and I thought, well, why can't I listen to rap? It's not fair. And keep in mind, I grew up in, like, a rural fucking area in Oregon, and, like, anybody that, like, had a sound blasting speaker was considered ghetto trash, because that's the area that I grew up in, was pretty rural and back-ass. Not my parents, just the people around us were. Shit! I am missing all these jumps. This is way harder than it looks. I'm not trying to be an asshole about it, it's just really not fun. Yeah, it was crazy. Like, I'm dead serious when I say kids would get their CD players taken away, and then their parents would be called if they had an Eminem CD or a Notorious B.I.G. CD. You know, it was that fucking severe. Like, the school I grew up in was very, very strict about if you had anything that would promote anything that they thought was violent, not that it actually was, would get you in trouble. It was very, very real. I'm sure there was other schools that had that happen, and I mean, if you have one, you'll go ahead and tell it. Damn right, I got that puzzle done. It was horrible. But yeah, dude, it was a different time. That's all I could say. Same with metal. If any kid had like a Ozzy CD, they get in trouble. My dad actually said when he was in like grade school that something like that happened to him too, and like, I don't know, it was just crazy to think, you know, years ago we weren't allowed to listen to, like, rap or R&B. I think the first time I ever heard anyone say that it was okay was for, like, Usher. And I don't remember anything about Usher at all. But if it wasn't, you know, country music or something in that area, you just weren't allowed to listen to it by mainly your school or your parents. And this continued all the way up into, like, fucking middle school. It was a long, drawn-out experience of, like, oh, this kid's got a System of a Down t-shirt, he must be a criminal. And, like, oh, this kid's got a Korn shirt, they must cut their wrists. Or, oh, this chick has a Marilyn Manson shirt and a pentacle, she's definitely gonna be a Satanist to burn down the school. Like, it was a real thing. Like, the Satanic Panic wasn't just the 60s and 70s, man. It was, like, well alive where I grew up. It was... yeah, that was a time, man. I can't believe it happened, but it did, and it was insane to me. Like, just the level of shit, you know. Oh, I'm gonna drink some iced tea and pretend I'm not young still.
Rogue Leader, this is Kyle Katarn.
Katarn, good to hear your voice. We've locked onto your signal and are in pursuit. That is one whaledon of a ship you hooked, Kyle.
Can you bring her down?
Maybe, but I feel a lot better about our chances if somebody on the inside were working to disable the ship's shield array.
I'll see what I can do about those shields, but I've got some unfinished business here.
Understood. Once you get the shields down, make sure you get out of there in a hurry, because there's not going to be much left of this ship once we're done with her.
Don't waste any time on my account.
Good luck, Kyle. Rogue Leader out.
Kyle's just so fucking edgy. Oh, look, iconic Star Wars. Because this is just readable data to Kyle, apparently.
Got it. And on the way to the shields, too.
How convenient. Alright.
All crew members prepare to drop out of hyperspace.
Oh no, we're not watching that.
Great.
So, yeah. I mean, man, it was a different time when I grew up. I remember, if you got caught, because MTV, I think, still played music videos at the same time. I actually remember this. One of my earliest memories of this time period was my dad walked in on me watching Sweet Dreams had just come out, the Manson cover, and my dad had literally told me, like within 3 seconds of seeing the name Marilyn Manson on the TV, immediately told me to turn it off, change the channel, and I was not allowed to watch that. Those were like his exact words. It was fucking real, and it was just crazy, man. There was a time, you gotta remember, this is like before internet really got popular, so you could even show your parents, hey look, you're full of shit. You just kind of got lucky and that didn't happen or not. So, man, I feel old. I really do. But I'll see you in the next one.